Bachman, you still prepared to testify?
Fuck yes, I am.
Mr. Bachman.
Yes, sir.
You are the owner and sole proprietor of the Palo Alto-based hacker hostel in which Mr. Hendricks and Mr. Baghetti both resided. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. That is, in fact, correct. It has been called the Garden of Tech Eden.
Is it also fair to say that every instinct you have as a businessman has been completely and totally wrong?
Sorry, what?
You hard of hearing, Mr. Bachman?
No, I've heard
Aren't you considered a joke in this town?
I don't quite know where you're going with this.
Nor do I. Can you tell us where you're headed here, Mr. Monahan?
Your Honor, if you are to accept Hooley's reverence for Mr. Baghetti as proof that he's a genius, then you must also accept Mr. Bachman's reverence for Mr. Baghetti as proof that he's a moron. I'm simply establishing this type of logic, Your Honor, cuts both ways.
I see. I'll allow it.
Really? Because I don't think
Mr. Bachman, you have incubated a seemingly endless string of patently unsuccessful apps, haven't you?
No, that is not correct. I incubated Pied Piper. I saw the value in that.
Oh, did you? Isn't it true that you were about to evict Mr. Hendricks until he became the subject of a bidding war? You disliked Pied Piper, the one app in your hostel that showed promise.
Well, I think that's a bit harsh. I mean,
in fact, you tried to encourage Mr. Hendricks to change his app to be more like Mr. Baghetti's horrendous app called Nip Alert. Isn't that true?
Well, yes, I thought Nip Alert showed great promise.
It did not show great promise. What it showed was the location of nearby women possessing erect nipples. And as such, Mr. Baghetti's grotesque creation was passed over by every investor in this town except you, because it was perverted.
Well, I'll concede that the cultural moment may have passed, but at the time...
No, at the time, it was as misogynistic as it is now. Wasn't it, Mr. Bachman?
Yes, it had some major problems.
Some major problems. Mr. Bachman, a few moments ago, you said that it showed great promise. You said that. I can have the court reporter read it back to you, Mr. Bachman.
I don't need her to read it back to me. I can remember...
Nip Alert was poorly conceived and riddled with bugs, wasn't it?
Well, all apps in the beginning...
Mr. Bachman, answer the question. You liked Nip Alert, and it was terrible.
No,
Didn't you?
Liking an app...
Mr. Bachman, you liked it, didn't you?
Okay, yes, fine, yes. I liked it, even though it was a terrible app and it had no market potential. I was high when he pitched it, and I liked nipples.
Thank you, Mr. Bachman.
It was a buggy, rapey piece of shit designed by an idiot.
Mr.
It
Bachman,
sucked.
Thank you very
much.
much.
So bad that the first time that Richard tried to boot it up on his system, it crashed his laptop. It was in the shop for 3 days because it was a piece of shit. Among other things that weren't that,